Okay, hello everyone. My name is Lon Adams and thank you for joining me on my presentation. First of all, a little bit about myself. I am a communications major, specifically into broadcast journalism. And people communicate on a daily basis without even realizing how deep it truly is, and is a major that combines aspects of several subjects related to speaking, writing, and business. It is highly connected to the current events and the world of media. To keep up, we must have strong public speaking skills, presentation skills, know how to write well, and craft convincing arguments. So I want to be able to report news that is factual and non-biased to everyday citizens who watch the news. We all have the right to access to news that is true to its word and is reliable. So every day people are watching CNN, Fox, NBC, all different news sites, and we need to be thinking, where are these reporters specifically getting their information from? Alright, my article will be published in the International Journal of Communication and the USC Annenberg School for Communication and Journalism is the organization who publishes this journal. Their general purpose is to be informative. The focus is to enlighten and inform the audience of the research studies about mass media and communication that take place not only in the US but in foreign countries as well. Alright, now for our writing conventions. Alright, so the focus for the article is an audience for those interested in the field of communication and broadcast journalism, those interested in the topic of today's healthcare plan and how it can affect you. The journal's purpose is to affect and inform those about Trump's healthcare plan versus Obamacare. The journal is to help those how to research a topic before broadcasting or reporting it to others, and reporters all get their information again from somewhere, correct? And this will help them on how to get the most factual and helpful information. Alright, now for our style. Alright, there's an average of 20 to 25 pages long for each article. They use footnotes to add clarifying information onto a document. It's written in first person using I, we, and us. There's an informative title followed by name of author, very professional tone and language. Introduction and conclusion is included so a reader is aware when the article is coming to its last point and summarizes all the important topics discussed just in case if you forgot. Alright, now for our organization. The articles vary to having a hypothesis to open-ended questions. Articles have a thesis statement written in first paragraph. The paragraphs have bolded headings when bringing up a new topic. The article is either a research study, research review, database position, or a political analysis. Articles have headings of the topic being covered, and the conclusion is very clear in the ending paragraph. Alright, now for our research. Alright, so data includes charts and graphs. They use in-text citations and have a lot of works cited page. Topics are very specific and detailed, high critical thinking, usually have one or more authors contributing to one article, and there's usually 30 plus references used. Yep, a lot, just so you know that it is legit. Alright, so my plan for the paper. I plan on reporting and informing the general public or anyone pursuing communications and discuss how the new president is affecting our communications and future health care of us citizens. I chose this topic because the new president is a topic that media and businesses are revolving around, especially within his first 100 days. And a topic concerning many is Trump's health care plan. This is important to me because people should not want to be spoon-fed whatever the media gives them, because sometimes news is exaggerated or is biased. I specifically want to clear up any confusion on this topic, not just for the readers, but for those who also want to learn how to properly report topics. Alright, so now we are in the defense of my research. I use credible websites like The Balance, The New Yorker, Think Progress, Obamacare Facts, and news sites like CNN and NBC News. So for those who are still pursuing any type of communications or broadcast journalism, you're going to be on different types of news sites, whether for media, Twitter, Facebook, different types of magazines, online blogs. You're all going to relate and going to bounce information off of each other. So seeing what kind of reporters have reported from news sites like these is also very important to you. Now, these sites are experts and are knowledgeable in our country's financial matters. Topics like national debt, fiscal policy, inflation, U.S. markets, economy, stats, etc. This is their forte. They also use credible sources and cite them as well. I know that the information from these sites would help me and others that are pursuing broadcast journalism. And again, it would give them an idea on what type of reliable sites to use when planning a report. Alright, so now for our defense of research continued. The top sources I use are The Balance, Think Progress, and NBC News. Alright, now so The Balance, their mission is to deliver clear, practical advice that will strengthen our knowledge about our country's financial situations. They also aim to help us have a better relationship with money. Who doesn't love money? In general, so we, the general public, can invest smarter, earn more, and spend smarter. Now, don't we all wish we can do that? The Balance also offers a page where readers can read about the term and the team, and you can contact them anytime. Think Progress. This is a news site that is committed to give their readers conscientious analysis and reports. It was founded in 2005, and Think Progress is an editorial independent project of the Center for American Progress Action Fund. For the past decade, the site has evolved from a small, quickly responding blog to a newsroom full of reporters and editors covering a variety of topics from politics, policy, culture, and social justice. NBC News. Now, this has probably been heard of by everyone, but NBC News has been leading a source of global news and information for the past 75 years. Alright, now for my proposal, now let's look about the sources I specifically used. Now, Ben J. Sarlin, now he was the reporter from NBC News. He stated that Congressional Budget Office analyzed Trump's repeal and replace plan. First off, 14 more million people would be without insurance, and many would have to drop the coverage they have now. This number comes from the House bill that would include Medicaid spending by $880 billion, big number, by 2026. Since this is 25% less than the current law, it would leave many people without coverage. There would be a 15% premium spike that wouldn't drop until 2020. COB's main job is to figure out what new legislation would cost. And over here we have the graph. So specifically, 14 more million people would be without insurance by the year 2018. In 2020, it would be 20 million. And in 2026, it would go up to 26 million. Alright, now for the proposal continued. Alright, so for those who may or may not be keeping up with the health care plan, it is a fact that Trump's repeal and replace plan didn't get enough votes to pass the bill. His team started working on a revised plan. Although Trump is trying to make some changes, according to Quinlan's article, his new plan has weaker pre-existing conditions than the first one. This time, House Republicans are going to add an amendment that allows high-risk pools. Basically, high-risk insurance pools are insurance programs for people with pre-existing medical conditions, cancer, autism, diabetes, epilepsy, etc. Many are critical of this plan because receivers of this plan can be forced to wait long periods of time, several months or even a year, before getting care, and budgeting in these costs will be very difficult. So in North Carolina alone, back in 2008, but now it would be even longer with this type of plan added in, people who have pre-existing conditions can wait at least up to a year before even being treated. Alright, so the overall summary. My main claim or thesis is that Obamacare should remain effective instead of Trump's healthcare plan. I wrote an informative research paper. My main supports for this claim. So the analyzation from the Congressional Budget Office, that was one of the really strong ones, because even though NBC News, they reported this, of course they need information to back this up. And where do they get this information from? The COB or CBO. And the research done after his bill failed to pass. So of course, he's going to be working on something else that will hopefully be put through. But it seems that his second revised plan still isn't making the cut. So in conclusion, Trump easily said that he would repeal and replace Obamacare, but his plan for the nation was not up to par. Even though his plan may seem like it has some pros, it wasn't well put together, and in the end would put our nation into even deeper debt, and millions would be without insurance. His goal was to make something affordable and cover everyone. Since he could not complete his objective, Obamacare must still be in place. Now after this, research must be consistently updated. Now what I like about my sources that I did use is that since they are news sites, news must be consistently updated. Just because something happened today, it could change tomorrow. So when those sites do change or something does happen with the healthcare plan, they always update that article just so it is up to date with what is going on. Alright, now for the call to action. It is our job in pursuit of broadcasting and journalism to always be knowledgeable, updated, resourceful, etc. when wanting to report or discuss a topic to a large, numerous audience. Because remember, when people are watching the news, they are going to you for facts. They are going to believe you. They are going to believe what you say to them. So people watch news every day, and they should want to be informed about our healthcare plan. This involves everyone. You, your loved ones, friends, and strangers. I strive to create another reliable source that we as a country make great knowledgeable choices for ourselves. My name is Lon Adams, and thank you for watching my presentation.